Hi Bamidlele, my name's Daphne. Sorry for the delay in getting your essay correction back to you. Thank you for sending it in to us for some feedback. Feedback is a really good way to just get some guidance before you do your exam. So let's look at this. So I've put the title in here so we can refer back to it. Some people who've been in prison become good citizens later, and it's often argued that these are the best people. So these are the key words here for me to talk to teenagers about the dangers of committing a crime. To what extent do you agree or disagree? So this looks very nice. I personally prefer a 4-paragraph structure. That's what we would recommend here, to really develop these big paragraphs rather than having your own comment here and then your own comment again here. It's better to develop the text, the inside of the essay more. So the true nature of ex-convicts has always been a debatable topic. Okay, many of these ex-convicts choose to leave their life free of crime once they finish serving their sentence, therefore enabling them to teach positive lessons to teenagers. Okay, nice, very nice start. I'm not sure whether that is actually the crux, the key of the essay, or whether it's really this. Who are the best people to talk to teenagers about crime? I would argue that it's this. So the best way or the most effective way to deter teenagers from crime has always been a debatable topic. I would turn that on its head, actually. I think that is the key statement there. Many argue that, so I will say many commentators argue that some well-reformed, reformed ex-convicts who choose to leave, so I'd have to go into relative clause there, who choose to leave their life, may be suitable, okay, so you could say may be enabled to. Okay, so I would just change that around a bit. So I would be coming into here. Many commentators argue that some, remember, not all of them, some well-reformed ex-convicts who choose to leave their life free of crime once they finish serving their sentence may be enabled to teach positive lessons, or maybe, able. Okay, that's fine. But I definitely changed that as the kind of main statement for that intro. When criminals go through proper rehabilitation and reform, they usually take on a greater sense of purpose in their life. Yep, purpose in their life. Now, remember, we're not talking about all of them. This key word, best, you cannot score band 7 unless you've absolutely understood that key word. That is really important, and I need that to come through all the time. Okay, some of them, the best, take on a greater sense of purpose. Most ex-convicts work diligently to avoid slipping back into old habits so they can continue living a better life. Absolutely. For this reason, now, they are able to. I don't want any more of you until we get to the conclusion. Okay? You've made your statement here. Now get into the argument, and then you come back at the end. It's to do with the organisation and the coherence. It's really important. For this reason, they have been considered, or they have been able to give great insight to offer rebellious teenagers, who may offer insights who may be tempted to enter into that path of crime. We wouldn't say go down into, because that's just a little bit informal, those phrasal verbs, we try and avoid them. These, courageous, you could say, even courageous, communicative, wise ex-convicts, get going with the adjectives here to reflect this idea of the best again. So we're still referring back to that word. Ex-convicts know how hard and difficult it can be to properly assimilate into society and maintain good habits. Absolutely. Yes, Good helps after a teenage sentence which and explain the risks. You need a bit more there. Okay, it goes without saying that many adults find it difficult to discourage teenagers from entering into negative habits. Okay, so I don't want you, forget you. This is because some of these teenagers feel adults have no idea what they're talking about and therefore have no right to caution them. Whereas, so contrasting linking word here, whereas speaking with the next convict, so take out you again, speaking with the next convict could allow them, we don't know if it will definitely, but could allow them to consider, absolutely, that's fine. Now develop that idea. Yeah, so although, so you don't need you, but I'd absolutely definitely bring that up into this paragraph. That 4-paragraph structure looks so much better. So although some people could be worried about the safety of teenagers, good point, you can't stop there. Although it could be advisable that, so people would, you take out you again, keep going. I'd go, a thorough background check on these convicts would be advisable. Yeah? In order to prove their innocence would be highly recommended, as only the most, most readjusted maybe would be selected. So this idea again, the most readjusted, yeah, keeping going back here, the best. You don't need that. So in conclusion, now we can have you again. I would highly recommend allowing again, the best, something like that. Speak with teenagers on the dangers of engaging in criminal activities. First-hand experience, absolutely. Absolutely, really, really lovely. Settle down, yeah. Be re-assimilated, we could say, into society. That's a good piece of writing. Very nice. Lots and lots of good stuff in there. I would recommend you have a look at the course. If you want to get from a 6.5, I don't know what you've had before, but if you want to get up a grade from 6.5 to 7, for example, have a look at the online course, which has a guarantee with it on getting you up to that band 7. There's lots of great stuff in your writing. I'd like to look at the structure a bit more with you. I'd like to develop some of the ideas a bit more. And work together doing more feedback and more essay corrections like this. The course offers you little videos on how to put these essays together in a really high level way, and we work a lot on planning, so really identifying the key point of the question and practicing planning and brainstorming, and then getting into some of the grammar and high level structures which are useful. But very good, well done.